Hi friends, it's Julie Golding Page, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in St. Stephen, New Brunswick, Canada, along the tidal Scoodic or St. Croix River, the traditional territory and home of the Passamaquoddy, and I'm grateful that they share this beautiful place with us. Today I have an easy yet elegant Easter card, but you could also use a number of other sentiments, and I'm going to show you that, and it's made with a number of products that you can get absolutely free with $60 spend for each one just until the end of today. And I'm also going to talk about my free class offer that goes along with any $60 order. So I will give you all the details on all these freebies you can earn just until 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time today. So it's a very limited time offer. Stampin' Up! Is at the end of its magnificent celebration sale that only comes once a year, just till the end of today, and I have the special offer of a free class of my own, and I'll show you some of the choices for the free class as well. So let's get right into our project, and we will get going right away. So I'd love to hear who is watching today and where you're watching from. And also, if you're familiar with Celebration, which I think is the best sale that Stampin' Up! Does all year, because with every $60 spend, you can get a free item of your choice. And right now, there are 24 items, at least when I last checked yesterday, to choose from. So it's lots of things, everything from paper to ribbon to embellishments. If you have a $120 spend, you can get a set of dies. Sometimes you can get a bundle. There's all kinds of different things you can get. So here's the card that we're going to be doing today. So let's jump right into our project. And if you have any questions about Celebration, just let me know. So first of all, let's take our little rectangle, kind of a squarish rectangle here, and we are going to stamp our sentiment here. Now the set of sentiments I'm using is one of the items you can get free with any $60 spend just until the end of today. So it's called Heartfelt Hellos, and I really like this because the sentiments are super useful and they're useful for any time of year depending on what you want. So this one's Dad, You're the Best. That could be for a birthday or Father's Day, whatever you would like. This one, Love You More. That could be for any time. Enjoy Your Day, again, anytime. Hello, good for any time, and I love that font. Happy Mother's Day, which is coming up not that far away. And even sooner is the Happy Easter. And so we're going to use this Thinking of You This Easter today. Okay, so this is actually a cling stamp set. And these give you really good resolution with your images. So you can't see stamping as well as you can with the photopolymer see-through stamps. But what you can do is get really good resolution with your image. They don't require any conditioning to start out, and you can just go ahead and stamp. Now, if you've never had a cling stamp set before, let me just show you what you do with them. So this one I've already prepared, and this one I've prepared as well. But let's just take this one. So that's what they look like. So you can just punch them out. So I'm just going to punch that one out. I always keep my outside bit of rubber stamp here, even though you don't need that for anything, but then it just shows where to put the stamps on the stamp case. They just stick right to it once you put the stickers on, and I find it's helpful to know if I've got all my stamps in the case. Otherwise it's easy to lose one on your desk and not realize you've done it. So you just peel off this little backing here, and then you find the image. So this is Love You More. You find the image here, and there's always in the middle of the sticker sheet, there's this line. See that little line? So you peel from the middle toward the edges to get that backing off. And now you've got the sticker, and it's super sticky. So you just line up the white part here of your rubber stamp with that, and then you peel up and the sticker is applied. So perfect, then it'll stick on your blocks. So I'm going to put it in here, and it just sticks on the back of my stamp case as well. So I just wanted to show you that, because if you're new to rubber stamps, sometimes it can be quite intimidating to get this set that's not prepared. It only takes a minute to prepare it, but if you don't know what to do, you can be kind of lost. All right, so I'm going to use my acrylic block here. This is just one of the kit blocks, and right now I believe there's more than 25 different kits that are available from Stampin' Up, so you can get kits on almost anything. I like it because that's where I get most of my blocks, because they're included as part of the kit. So you can collect a number of blocks and inks too from the kits. Oh, I should tell you what color this is. This is Crumb Cake ink. So I'm just going to stamp right into that, coat this up really nicely. You can see I did. Now I've got some ink around the edges, so I won't want to rock my stamp or that'll transfer onto my image. Okay, so let's just press straight down and we'll hold it for several seconds and then see how we did. All right, it just gives the ink time to transfer to the paper. So that looks really nice. Look at that. So very good. So now I'm just going to clean up my stamp in my chamois. So this is my much used, much loved chamois. You can see I've used it a lot. And for most of the Stampin' Up! Inks, you can just use this, dampen it with water, wring it out really carefully and just gently, like you would a dishcloth or something, and so that it's damp. And then you can just press your stamp right into it, and without any chemicals of any kind, you will completely clean your stamp. So it's very nice, just like new after that. So I really like the stamp chamois because I think it's such a nice tool. Not very expensive either. I think it's probably just a little somewhere between $10 and $15. I can't remember the exact price, but I can certainly find it for you if you need one. And I should say, I will be also linking in this post, you've probably seen it already, to my special offer, which is with any $60 spend today, just until the end of today, 11:59 Mountain Time. I will give you a choice of free classes that I've offered throughout January, February, and I'll send you all of the paper and ribbon and embellishment supplies to create those cards. I'd be happy to do that as my thank you to you. I appreciate every single order that I get, for sure. I know it's a really tough economic time for all of us, and so it really means a lot when anyone orders with me, and I like to say thank you in as generous a way as I can. So I just cut that little chevron. You saw how I just cut in kind of a ½ inch in the middle and then cut from each edge into the middle, and it just makes it look a little fancier. So for this card, you don't need a die cut machine. You don't need any special equipment. It helps to have a trimmer so that you can trim all your papers quickly and easily and with straight lines. But that's really all you need. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to assemble this piece here. So you can see the sentiment has some ribbon on it, and then there's some embellishments in vellum. So we're going to work on that little piece next. All right, so we've got our piece of vellum, and I really like vellum because that just gives everything a more elegant twist, I find. So we're going to bring that out. And this ribbon is actually one of the items you can get with a $60 spend. So if you actually put in an order for $120 before tax and shipping, you could get 2 of these if you wanted, or one of these and one of something else. So this crinkle ribbon, it's Pool Party in color, very pretty. And it's only available until the end of today, and then it goes away for good. So I've never seen Stampin' Up! So far in my time with them sell any of the items that they've offered for free during this celebration time. So if you want this ribbon, I would say get it now because you will not see it anymore after today. So all I'm doing is just crossing this ribbon, kind of like that. And then we're going to adhere it to our vellum and our sentiment tag there. So I'm just doing it this way to kind of see how much space I need for it. And let's trim this edge as well. Oops, I think I made that a little wonky. Oh no, that looks good. Okay, that's good. And I'll just move my ribbon out of the way. And now what we're going to do to adhere the ribbon, I'm just going to keep that kind of twisted there. I'm just going to put a little X of this tape glue, which is Stampin' Seal. I really like this stuff. I find it a lot less messy than liquid glue, and it works really well on a ribbon like this to just keep it in place. So I'm just going to put that on there, and we're going to stick it down. So let me just arrange these tails kind of how we want them first, and then I'll put that over top. Okay, let's see if that does the job. I think it does. Yeah. All right, so that worked out pretty well. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put, actually I'm going to move this down just a little so I have room for my dimensionals. We're going to put Stampin' Dimensionals here on the back. So these little foam adhesives. So I'm going to put one there. So it's partly on the ribbon and partly on the sentiment. And that way everything sticks down really nicely. So I just put 4 of them, that should do. And then we're going to stick these onto the vellum. And when I finish the project, I will show you how versatile this design is, because I've made a few other cards with different papers and different colors using this exact same design. So I will show you that so you can see how much you can do with this one little design once you've got the measurements and so on. All right, so there's my card. Okay, piece for my card. And now we're going to put together the rest of it. So let's just move that out of the frame. I'm using a thick basic white cardstock here, just because it gives a little more body to the card base. And we're going to give it a nice crisp fold there. Okay, and now I'm going to put my decorative paper on. And I'm going to show you the paper just as soon as I stick all this together, because this paper is one of the things you can earn for free until the end of today with any $60 spend. And it's a really pretty paper. I think it's useful for a lot of different things. So I don't want anybody to miss out. I just find that it's so generous a sale where you can get all these free items with $60 spend. It's just really fantastic. It's a great time to stock up on the basics, things like adhesives, cardstock, whatever. It doesn't matter what you buy. As long as it's $60 of a spend, you get a free item. So if you place like an order multiples of 60, you get a free item for every $60. So it's really a nice deal. Okay, so this is a crumb cake rectangle. Here is a paper we're going to put on top, and this is all based on Pool Party, White, and Crumb Cake as our palette. So let's get this stuck on, and then I'll show you the paper that it comes from, the free paper you can earn just till the end of today. And feel free to ask any questions either during this broadcast or just message me after. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. All right. Oh, good morning, Diane. Yeah, it's nice that you're here with me today. Is it Diane or Diane? From your name, it could be French or English. I'm not sure which. So my apologies if I mispronounced it there. All right, we're going to stick this right on. Speaking of French, our puppy came from Quebec. And so the puppy has been taught some commands in French. So we're trying to teach the puppy some more commands in French. And then our dog that we already had, we're going to continue to talk to in English. So this is going to be kind of a multilingual situation. It's quite interesting. If you're curious about the puppy, have a look on my Facebook page and here on Julie's Craft Attic on the business page. And I've got a picture of the puppy there so you can see. All right, so there's what we've got for our card base. Now let me show you that paper. So this free paper that it comes from is called Softly Stippled. You get 12 sheets. They're double-sided. So let me just pull out the patterns so you can see those, because I think this is one that people really have enjoyed. So you've got the gray and white. Oh, you saw him. Oh, wonderful. All right. And this is a nice pattern on the back too. And this one's more kind of monochromatic, and it's really useful as a background. Same goes for this one in the Pool Party. Oops, I'll turn my light down here so you can see a little more. And this is the paper we're using today. This looks like flowers we call bluets here in the Maritimes. I'm not sure if that's their proper name, but I really like those little flowers. And that one's kind of like a canvas type print. Then you've got these flowers, which are very pretty as well. And that one's nice too. And then you've got a floral print that's more of a monochromatic view of it, and then another kind of canvas print on the back. So that's one of the papers you can get for free. If you need to see the different choices you can get for free, just let me know and I can point you to the right page on the website too. Oh, hi Kathy, nice you could join today as well. So here we go, let's put this on. And what we're gonna do, so you don't see the adhesive through the vellum, is I'm simply gonna match up with the dimensionals that I put on before. So we're gonna put that there and there. So I've got 4. Oh, thanks, I'm glad you like the card. Yeah, it's a very simple design, no die cutting, and yet it looks fancy when you're done. I love a card like that that can be done really quickly. If you had to make multiples of these for a birthday or a big anniversary party or something like that, you could do it really quickly. Or thank you notes, it wouldn't be hard at all because you don't have to die cut anything. Okay, so now we've got our free paper on there. We got our free ribbon on there. Now we're gonna add a free embellishment. So I was really excited to see these because I like embellishments a lot and I find I end up spending a fair bit of money on them. And so these embellishments, you get, let's see, 150 of them in 2 sizes, and they're called opaque faceted gems. So you get the Calypso Coral, Pecan Pie, and the Pool Party. And I just find these are great. So these would also double as Lost Lagoon. They would work for that color as well. So let's just put them on our card here. I'll just pull that down a little bit there. And I'm going to put a big one down here and a small one up here. And that is our card. So really simple, but an elegant card there without too much fuss. Now let me show you my other varieties of that same card. So these also use that softly stippled paper. So here's another one. This one, I used a different sentiment from a different set entirely, sending thanks. And this one I actually stamped on here. So these images are stamped from the Stippled Roses stamp set that corresponds with the paper. And then that's decorative paper. So you've got all kinds of ways to use it. Here's another one with the same softly stippled paper. And I went with the monochromatic scheme here. So you've got this gray and white paper that comes from that same paper you saw today. So does this. And then I used a combination of silver, black, and white to go with the gray. So you can do that as well. So you can see how this design can be used to make 3 completely different cards. And you could also make it with any number of other colors for birthdays, anniversary, for wedding. I think this would be a good wedding card here. The one that's black, white, and gray. And I did Easter, so you can do all kinds of different occasions. Now let me show you some samples from the free classes I'm offering. So as well as getting your free item with every $60 spend through the end of today, you can choose any of my free classes from January, February. And I'm just going to show you 3 of them here. I've got 5 to choose from, and the information is all on Julie's Craft Addict Facebook page. So just page down a little bit and you'll find that info right there, or I can send it to you. Also, you can click through to the link that I've put in today's broadcast, and that'll take you to all the choices, as well as to all the videos for the free classes. So this one is Trusty Tools, and that's 2 of the 3 cards that you would receive for free. I've got also this one, which is the Stippled Roses, and again, that beautiful paper, and that's one of the classes you can get for free. And then this one is the Sending Love class. So I did this around Valentine's Day, but I was careful to not use Valentine as a sentiment because you can use these at any time of year. So this one just says mail. This one says a little note to say I miss you. So it never says Valentine anything because I didn't want to limit it just to the early part of February. I wanted it to be good for all year. And I've also got a couple of other classes that are available too. So do click through to the link and see what you can get. I would love to gift you these things because, like I said, I know we're all suffering economically right now. and it would be my pleasure to send you a little happy mail. So that would be great. And if you haven't clicked through to my website to join my newsletter, make sure you do that too, so you can get a free card to make in the mail, and you won't miss out on any sales or any card designs that I put up on my blog or any of that in the future either. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching today. I hope you enjoyed my project and these variations on the card, and let me know any way I can serve your crafting needs. Thanks again. Bye for now.